Well, with the rain we've had, the grass has really grown. I believe this was all trimmed, and the seagrass that I treated is appears to be coming up, and it's coming through the wood chip. Bloody amazing. The piece I trimmed in the middle there is long again. I've got the strimmer with me today. Heidi Verdi obviously haven't been down and cut the grass. It's all going to seed. But looks like my neighbour Eddie's done his path, or the path, our path between plots 1A and 2. The potatoes are doing well, but the bindweed's coming through. I can see bindweed there. So some weed killers coming out in a minute, and I'll go round and we'll try and get rid of what I can. Ooh, some mare's tail there. Not really had mare's tail over here, so we'll get rid of that as soon as we can. Fox's been and had a little dig on the tomatoes, but the cane's kind of protected the tomato, which is part of its function, apart from offering some support to the tomato plant as it grows. I've got flowers on my spuds, which is good. Onions are looking good. A few weeds in there. Try and get in there and get some of those weeds out while they're still relatively young. Nothing yet showing on the beetroots. I don't really expect there to be, because they only went in last week. But the ones that were started off in toilet rolls appear to be okay. Carrots are really dismal. And I've got volunteer spuds coming up, so volunteer spuds need to be taken out of there today, and I think I'll just have to come down and sow carrots directly, because nearly all of them in the toilet rolls have either been eaten or one or two there, but it's disappointing. This bed really still needs sorting out, and I need to get rid of that old pop bottle cloche. And that whole area there needs tidying up. I need to de-weed around by the raspberries. The potatoes in the buckets look to be okay. Cabbages are doing really well. I'm quite pleased with them. So, runner beans look as if they're taking a bit of a hit from the slugs and snails. Hopefully they just get past that. Otherwise, one or two been mullered right the way down. Bloody slugs and snails. But lots of apples forming on the apple tree, so I'm happy with that. And the looks like the walking onions are all deciding to go to seed, so quite what will happen there, because usually you get a load of bulbs and then it goes off and you get another load of bulbs and one, but they all seem to be going, a whole lot of bolting. So I'm not quite sure what's going to happen there, but as you can see, lots of apples again. So it looks as if it's going to be a good year for apples. I'll get the weeds out of this bed, which is the sprout bed. I have got some parsnips that started off in toilet rolls. Not that we're getting a lot of joy with stuff in toilet rolls to go in. And I'm going to put those in here. I'm also going to put a couple of rows of radishes in here today. And I'm guessing as well that if I can clear this bed, get it prepped to take some more veg, and get this one prepped, and possibly that one, probably pushing it a bit, but just see what we can do. Lots of guys over here today. There's 4 of us here today already, and it's only 7:45, so and the comfrey, when I keep knocking it back, keeps growing. So we're trying to summer that down again today. Oh, let's go and have a look at the comfrey pipe, see what we've got out of there, if anything. It's only stuffed it full last week. So there's a couple of bottles from last year. And what have we got in here, if anything? Okay, it's a start. Oh, it's gone down. That was right above, so I might try and stuff a bit more in there. There's a slow pan round, just so that you can see. And then, if I can, get into the pleasure dome or the new plot, I will. I've got this timber to cut up to beds. Potatoes in the middle there are doing okay. The trees are coming up, apart from 2. So that apple's doing well. But these 2 down here, which are the same type of apple, they just don't seem to be doing much of anything. Plum's doing well, pear's doing well. What we got down here? We'll have these out. Again. Get them while we see them. Oh, what's this? Cherry. And those are the 2 walnuts. So, yeah, the twig. What was a twig last time? And it's bursting to life. I thought it was dead, so there could still be chance for the apple. But look at this, look, coming through. Bindweed. Yeah. All coming through. And that's got the weed membrane on it. So I think this lot needs a good spray. I'll move the apples out of the way first. Don't want to give them any more excuses to die, do I? Okay, so that's where we are. So there's plot 1A in its glory. While standing on plot 1. Okay, so a bit of a tidy. I need to come and get all this bindweed off of this. But you can see it's been eaten to death. And I think just break it up and move it. What's there? Not going to get anything decent from it this year. So I'll trim that lot back again. And I've just gone down and trimmed this edge again. Just so that, and you can see, you know, paths are supposed to be cut once a month. and it's more than a month's growth there, it's got to be. I really need to keep an eye on when they do actually come and do it, and keep a track of it, because the grass is a growing. It's only the foot traffic that's keeping it down, really. So, yeah, there we go. First job done. And the next job will be up here. I'll be my feeding my Daleks. I've brought 3 bags of grass down with me. I've got the kitchen waste with me, and I've got a bucket full of paper. So, going on there. So this one's dropped. That was full, and this one was getting there. So I've got some comfrey on top of the paper there. So I'll put some grass and some layers of paper on that one, bring that one up, and any excess can go in there. The comfrey bed's now been decimated, and the path's been cleared up, and the 3 sacks of grass, the bucket of paper, and the bin of kitchen waste has gone into the green one, and topped up the black one. So that's Dalek 2 and Dalek 3. Okay, what's the time? 10 to 12. So I've de-weeded the path at the back there. I've got the weeds out of the raspberries, and I've laid some weed membrane, and I've gone and got a couple of barrow loads of wood chip and laid the wood chip path. So now I'm going to, I've got everything that was holding down and the solar tents off this bed. I'm going to sweep all the dead snail cases up, and then lay the weed membrane down ready for the sweet corn. Then, if I get a chance, I may try and clear the top of this one off, because this one's also going to be sweet corn. But I have also got some parsnips to put in, and I've got some radishes to put in as well. So I better get on. Well, time's kind of beat me, because I didn't get that cleared. I did get that laid. The parsnips in toilet rolls have gone in along the bed, and along that way there's radishes on C-tape. Spuds have been moved over here, off of the bed that's going to have the sweet corn in. These are the spuds that were next to the greenhouse. So that's a wee bit tidier there. Some of the food buckets with lids have been stacked up here where the spuds were, but I can get past those. This is not bad. So a little bit tidier there. Still a load of dross here to sort out, and the path has been well and truly cleaned up, and all the cuttings and that put into the Daleks, and the comfrey has been butchered, well and truly butchered.